Salman from Canada.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My question is related to anxiety. I am OCD patient. So my question is how to overcome this anxiety?
Wallahi, my friend, this takes a long time, and in order to answer this, you need to book a counseling session with me if you can afford it. But in a nutshell, anxiety is developed and initiated by shaitan. You have trust in Allah, full dependence, full reliance. You will be like when Ibrahim, peace be upon him, was thrown in the fire and he walked out safely. One narration says Jibreel came to him, peace be upon him, and said, "Do you need something?" Ibrahim looked at him and said, "As from you, nothing." Meaning that I'm depending entirely on Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah saved him. When you have this level of iman and certainty, all your worries will vanish and disappear. Sulaiman from Pakistan. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So Sheikh, sometimes when I'm late to the Jama'ah in Masjid, so I miss 1 or 2 rakahs sometimes. So how do we like complete the prayer after the Imam gives the salam? Like, let's say I miss 2 rakahs. So would I, when I stand up after the prayer is finished, like after the second salam, I say Allahu Akbar and stand up, right? So would I pray the 2 rakahs like Fajr, or do I have to do tashahhud in both of them? Jazakallah khair.
Wa jazakum. Whoever prays with the Imam after joining him late, whatever he prayed with the Imam would be considered his first and second, etc. rak'ahs. However, he has to follow the Imam. So if you join the Imam in his third rak'ah, that would be your first. When he stands up, you're obliged to stand up. When he stands up for the fourth, you're obliged to stand up and follow him. But that would be your second. When he sits for the final tashahhud, you have to say the tashahhud and the salutation and whatever du'as the time permits you until he offers salam. Once he offers the salam, you say Allahu Akbar and stand up to your third rak'ah as you usually pray in dhuhr. Then you pray your fourth rak'ah as you usually pray in your dhuhr, and you sit afterwards for tashahhud and salutation and the du'as, and you offer your salam. Talal from Canada.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh, I know the ruling certainty is not affected by doubt, and I asked you previously, so you were saying like if you have proof, like then you should like act upon it. So Sheikh, like sometimes it's not possible to, like it's not visible, the traces are not visible. So do we have to smell? Like for example, like on sink, if I am doubtful there is like dirty water or impure water, so do I have to smell because I can't see the color? Or on my trouser, if I suspect that this drop is impure, so do I have to like smell it? Because like seeing the traces, it's not possible.
Akhi, the characteristics of najasa is identified by the change of the liquid, either in smell, taste, or color. Now, if I don't have any reason to doubt it, the container looks water, and I have no reason to suspect that a drop of urine fell in. No one in his right mind would say, it looks okay, let me smell. Smells okay. Let me take a taste. What is this? Nobody says this. But if the odor is so obvious, you can smell it from a mile away. If you started drinking something and you were not aware that there was a najasa, and you taste something awful and it is a najasa, this is najis. Now, who would go around and sniffing their boxers and trousers and socks and shoes? And we're not dogs. Where is it in Islam that says, you have to smell everywhere around? The carpet, wallah, I think there was a najasa somewhere. Let me sniff like a dog, fall on my four limbs and start sniffing. Maybe then take a bite from a bone or something. What is this? Use your logic. Is this what Islam is about? Are we down to this level of OCD? Of suspecting everything and smelling everything and shaking hands with people? Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Alhamdulillah. I don't know if he left the toilet and washed his hands. Maybe I should put it under a microscope and look for germs. And what is this? We have to not allow shaitan to infest our heads with such ... questions. It's inappropriate, akhi. People around you would look at you and say, this guy is a wacko. He's a nutcase. Things are natural, flowing naturally. Islam is a religion of ease and simplicity. Why insist in making your life and the lives around you difficult?